we are continuing to go along and we're looking at basically trying to prove that two triangles are congruent. We have four methods, and these are the four methods that are up here. If we notice that three sides of one triangle are congruent to three corresponding sides of another triangle, then I think we got it down. What example? Someone raise their hand. What example did you guys draw for the sketch? Which one did you think?
For the first one, I used sketch. I used number 2.
Use number 2.
Yes.
So basically, have one triangle looking like this, another triangle just kind of a little slant, something like that.
Exactly.
Kind of like that. And it had one side, and then its corresponding side is that one there. And it had 2 tick marks here, and then the corresponding side over here. It had 3 like this, and the corresponding is right there. So over here on this side, where you wrote the definition, you'd probably say something to the effect of that 3 sides of one triangle are congruent to 3 corresponding sides of another triangle. I think the word corresponding is pretty necessary, because it can't just be, hey, 3 sides of one triangle are congruent to 3 sides of another. It almost sounds like all the sides are exactly the same, okay, which they don't need to be. Okay, one could be like 3 and 4 and 5, and the other one would be a 3, 4, 5 triangle to the lengths. That's kind of where we're at. Number 2, side angle side. I think it's important that you mention that the angle is physically somewhere in between those 2 congruent sides, those 2 corresponding congruent sides. Somebody raise their hand. What example did you use to show that one? Sarah, what did you have for that one?
I had. Wait, I don't think it's in here.
Side angle side. Oh.
I drew this one.
That's not right.
Okay, that's
angle side angle.
Oopsies.
Yep. Okay. You used 8. Okay. 8 sounds pretty good. So the idea here is that there's 2 triangles. Kind of looks like that. I'm going to separate them just a little tiny bit.
I'm going to erase this.
It looks something like that. There's number 8. Here's the idea. You have an angle, and you have an angle that are congruent. Here's a corresponding side, here's a corresponding side. And then we also talk about the other sides here. And the idea here is that you have a side, and it's actually physically the angle that's in between. If we were to just go around this part talking about the sides and angles, sides and angles, sides and angles, naming up all the sides and angles, these are 3 in a row. There are 3 in a row. Because there's another angle down here, another angle down here, another side. Notice these 3 are right in a row as we go around the triangle. There are 3 right in a row. That's all I'm going to say, 3 in a row. Okay. What about angle, side, angle?
Ooh, I got one for this one.
Please. Remember that the side has to be in between.
The side has to be. I'm afraid I did it wrong. Okay, I did number 5.
Number 5 looks pretty good. We can do that. So it looks kind of like a big rhombus, kind of like this. It's split like so. It's this angle and this angle are congruent, this angle are congruent. And then obviously the side in between. Okay? And the side in between is kind of important. It doesn't tell you that, but you can figure that out based on how it's working. So basically it's the angle, and it's actually physically the side that's in between, so it's angle, side, angle. Okay? That's good. This one, obviously the side can't be in between, it has to be somewhere else. Tell me which one did you use for that? Number 4. Okay, number 4 I think is a good one. Very difficult for me to draw, but here we go. You draw those. And that's where you're going to get one of these sets of angles, because those are vertical angles. Okay, so it looks something like that. And then these are basically just slanted like so. Let's slanted come down like that, I guess. And we know these 2 sides. And we have these angles up here. So it looks like that. So it's an angle, and it's a side that's not in between. An angle, and a side that's not in between. Okay, and hopefully you can write those down. Sometimes writing these definitions is really kind of complicated. It's really a high-level skill, and if you can actually write about something, that means in my head that you understand it well enough that you can actually write about it. If you're just like, well, I can't really put it into words, I think it means you don't quite have a full understanding of it. Okay? So something that you fully understand, you should be able to put into words. You should be able to write about it. You should be able to talk to somebody else about it. You should be able to actually physically do it then. But doing it will probably be a lot easier than describing it. Okay? Let's look at these examples. We've done 4, so we'll just start at 5 here. When we look at this, does it give you 3 pieces of information for the very first one?
No.
No. Brandy, it does not. So what do we need to find? Where do we look? Find our third piece of information for each triangle. You don't know. Okay. You always look at where the triangles are then touching. Where are these 2 triangles touching? In the middle. I don't know what that means. Are they touching on a side or an angle? Side. So this entire side, is it the same side for each triangle?
Oh, yeah.
Yes, it is. I'm sorry. I think I must have misheard you or something like that. So this side has to be exactly the same as itself, right?
I have a question.
Yes.
Never mind.
Okay.
I was looking at, if you stare at the triangle too long, you can start looking at it different ways.
Okay.
Excellent. Okay. So the idea here is that we have side, side, side for this one. Number 6. Zach. Did they give us 3 pieces of information here and here?
Yeah, it does.
Is it the same information?
Yeah.
It is. So what information is it going to be?
Side, angle, side.
Side, angle, side. So that's this one here. That's perfect. Because it's the side here. The side here is physically the angle that's in between. So that works out well. Number 7. Number 7. Let's see. Ty helps out with number 7.
Side, angle, side.
Okay, so we have a side, we have an angle, we have a side. Do we have the exact same information over here?
No.
Yeah, so this is a side, this is a side, and the angles physically, it's not in between. So that's actually known. We would need to actually know this angle, probably like right here, in order for it to be side, angle, side. Okay? Let's work on that. Number 8, Connie, can you do number 8 for us? Okay, are there any angles that are congruent to number 8? Yeah, okay, so you look at it, you see side, side, and side. That's what it tells us is side, side, side. That's good. Tommy and Mancuso, how about number 9?
I was going to say angle, side, angle.
If there's an angle here, here's a side in between, it's a side in between, and it is the exact same information for the other triangle. So angle, side, angle. This isn't so bad. Silas, number 10. Okay, so that means you're proving this side, huh? Okay, let's talk about the one in the middle then. So that'd be this one right here. Okay, is that angle, angle, and is it the side that's in between? The other way.
Yeah, he right.
You wrote it backwards. So you wrote side, angle, angle. Okay, it doesn't matter what order you write it in, you have to look at the triangle. If you want angle, side, angle, you would need this side that's physically in between those 2 angles. Do you see what I mean? Okay, so it has to be physically the one that's in between the 2 angles. So is it side, angle, side? Or is it angle, side, angle, I mean? It's an angle, and it's a side that's not just right in between them. Angle, angle, side. Okay.
What angle?
We just explained about 4 times.
It's not in between.
It's the angle, it's an angle, and it's not this side. This is the only side that's in between those 2 angles.
Okay.
Because that one's away from it. So if we were trying to look going all the way around. Hey guys. Hey. You guys are looking up here. You're not talking to each other. We're trying to get through this because people are asking questions. And it's actually kind of difficult. Alright. For the 5th time, this is an angle. This is an angle. If we wanted it to be angle, side, angle, it would physically have to be the side that's in between. It doesn't matter what order you just write the letters in, what order you identify in it. It's what order they're actually in the triangle. So if you wanted it to be angle, side, angle, you would need this side to be over this side. And we can't prove that based on what we know. Okay. Justin, number 11. Put none, okay? Because right here it looks like we have angle, angle, and there's a side that's not in between. And then right here we have angle, angle, and ooh, it's a side that's not in between. So I think it's giving us the exact same information. So what which one is it? Okay, eliminate none on that one. Which one is it going to be? Angle side. I agree with that. Number 12. Let's see. Have I talked to Tucker?
But none.
Put none. Why'd you put none?
Because the sides are on two different sides.
Right, because this is angle, side angle, and this one over here is angle, angle, and the side. So I agree with that. I think that one's good. Sounds okay. Christine, how about number 13? We have an angle, and there's a side away from it. There's an angle, and a side away from it. So which one do you think it is? Angle side is correct. Yep, you could basically eliminate these two, right? So you're down to at least only 3 options for us, so that's not too bad. 14. Claire, can you number 14 for us? Do they give you 3 pieces of information for each triangle? No. So we have to look where the triangles either are touching each other. Where are they touching each other? Nope. Yeah, they're right along here, right? That's what they're touching each other, they're right up against each other along that side. So I would say that side in between where they're laying up against each other is exactly the same. So what do we have? Yeah, there's an angle down here, there's a side in between, and there's another angle side. Okay. Sounds good. Riley, number 15. Okay. So we have an angle here, and the side is away from it. Angle, and the side is away from it. I agree with that. Angle, side. And number 16. What did everybody get for that one? Angle, side is correct. There's an angle here. There's an angle here. And there's a side away from it. That's the exact same information we did. Okay. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to pass out an assignment. What do you think the directions are going to be?
Decide whether each person.
Okay. Okay. It's going to actually say notes at the top of it, but it's not. It's not notes. It's actually the assignment, so that's kind of the confusing part. We're going to grade this in about, if there's 10 problems, how long do you guys need?
About 10 minutes. 10 minutes, a minute apart.
Okay. We will grade this in exactly 10 minutes. You need to be done in 10 minutes.
Well, we need to check this, so let's give it 11 minutes, please.
13 minutes.
You'll be fine. Please work individually on this. Do not get up out of your seat. Do not move around. Don't copy out for the person next to you. But we will check this in 10 minutes. These are each class work, so we will grade in 10 minutes. You guys have 10 minutes. As soon as you get it, you may begin.
How many people do you think have climbed Everest?
I'll tell you. Because he wants to be known what he's doing.